You know, one of the most powerful things that can push you to do better is your circle.
What up, bro? Bro, how you doing?
Amazing.
Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you beyond your comfort zone. Having a strong group around you serves as a constant reminder to aim higher and keep growing. But here's the thing though, growth isn't just about pushing forward, it's also about your ability to adapt. When you find yourself in doubt or facing unexpected challenges, being adaptable will be your greatest asset. And I'm not going to tell you that it's always easy, because it's not, but being open to change will always keep you in the right direction. As a creative, everything comes down to experimentation. Try different ideas, use a VHS camera, play with new techniques. Don't be afraid to fail. That's where the real magic happens. But the key that ties everything together is self-awareness. Knowing your strength, understanding your weakness, and being honest with yourself about what truly matters.
You can end it.
And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. What's up guys, my name is Angel Barkley and I talk about filmmaking, photography, and a lot of creative stuff in general. If you saw the intro, you know that we're going to be talking about stuff that you need to keep in mind when you're a creative person, because our job and our career as content creators, YouTubers, you name it, whatever the word you want to use, it's very different and it depends a lot on our own workflow. It's interesting how all of us usually struggle with the same things. If it's a creative block or like imposter syndrome, whatever the case may be, there are things that I have found throughout my own experience that when I feel that when I share that with other people, sometimes it might help them somehow, and I feel that that's important to share. Honestly, the main reason why I was doing this video is to get out of a creative block. Like my friend Sam and Josue told me that they were gathering a couple people together here in Washington DC, and I decided to join. When they reached out to me, I had no intention to go out and I had no idea what to record. I just got out of my comfort zone, packed some gear, and left. And actually went. And I feel that that's a great example of why your circle, which will be the first stage of the 4 points that I'm trying to break down in this video, is important. Those people that lift you up when you're feeling like that, it's going to be key. When you're constantly in the pursuit of putting creative ideas into something tangible and share with other people, your brain can get tired. Even if you're having fun with it, at the end of the day, you're still using your energy. I feel that doing some other activities and sharing your thought process and your workflow with other creatives and seeing how they work, it's really good for fueling, to use as fuel, I should say. The second stage is being able to adapt. As content creators, there's a lot of things going on all at once. We are seeking inspiration and getting ideas from different sources. At some point, you need to be able to combine all of those ideas, but also have enough self-awareness to understand what's going on in the market and the industry that you're trying to create. At the end of the day, if you want to share your story and your vision or whatever the case may be with the world, that's good, but in order for you to do that, you have to do it consistently and be able to experiment and do other things. Experimentation will be the stage number 3 of what we're talking right now, because let's say for example that AI, it's a huge thing right now and there's a lot of ways to incorporate that, like use it within your content is what I mean, either with subtitles or generative fill with Photoshop and incorporating that into your videos or whatever. There's a lot of people that is skeptical about that. At the end of the day, if you never mess up with that, you will not understand and you won't have a clear vision of what that is. In my opinion, I think it's important to like chase what everybody else is doing in a way, because while maintaining your authenticity and being original and all that stuff, it's important. I feel that exploring other ways with through experimentation to convey your authenticity and your own ideas is also a good way to tap into those new things that you may have never found if you never tried it. That's exactly the thought process that I use. And I'm not saying that I love learning some new things, because as you get older, I feel that the energy like goes down. When I was in my 21, 22, 23 years old, one, I had more time because I was living in the Dominican Republic. I was at my parents' house. All I do was just think about ideas and content and create stuff. Now I live with my girlfriend, we have a cat, and there's a lot of other things, you know, life happens. So like that energy will slow down at some point. And if you are not constantly experimenting and adapting and improving your circle, I feel that it's going to be very hard. To me, it's very hard to keep putting content out. I found find time to do it. And if I don't find the time, I'll make the time by waking up earlier than I usually do it and stuff like that. Instead of like making excuses for processes like that, I feel that there's always a way to get done the stuff that you want to get done. And the last stage will be self-awareness. And I feel that this is really important when you're in a creative pursuit. It doesn't matter if you're a photographer, a filmmaker, an artist, a painter, whatever the case may be. Being self-aware is one of the most important things. And like, I don't want to be one of those people that is just like, okay, you gotta be more self-aware. Like, how do you do that? The way I do it, and hopefully that helps you out, is whenever I'm feeling some type of way, instead of trying to suppress those feelings, I communicate them. I tell people how I feel. And a lot of the times you'll find that other people go through the same stuff and they might say something that help you get out of that stage. I mentioned that I was having a creative block, and I received a lot of DMs of people telling me how to deal with that and like do stuff. And at the end of the day, that pushed me to make this video. Something came out of me letting others know how I was feeling as a creative. And I feel that the creative industry is very supportive of this, or of things like this. As long as you put in that stuff out there, you'll be okay. And that's it for this video. Honestly, I'm super stoked. I'm going to New York tomorrow morning because there's a dope event, and you probably will see a video about that shortly after this one. I just wanted to finish this video for one, to prove myself that a creative block is just another excuse in my head when I do have the time, because I feel that also when you hit a lot of dopamine, like through short form content and social media, which it's also my part of my problem, we tend to make excuses for things that are not necessarily true. Because when you're having an actual creative block, you don't get ideas, you don't know what to create, and you're also very self-conscious about the stuff that you're currently creating. I feel that it was mostly me seeing other people going through it, and I was like, oh yeah, I feel that way too, I think I have that. Not really. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.